It is turn number 20. Last one to take our turn. Let's see what we got. So, Fade of the Grail Prophetess has claimed the Throne of Air. That is for the juicy cheeks and clapper. Is that Bretonnia? I think that's yes, Grail Prophetess. Of course, that's Bretonnia. Just switch my volume a bit on these headphones. It's a little bit loud. We've summoned some Killer Mantis. We actually get quite a few. Obviously, in Dominion 6, you get more stuff when you do summons, and I think we're going to be going in for some summons because we don't have that many troops left after all of this fighting. We're a bit depleted in terms of just guys. And there's a lot of fighting this turn. So first we have a battle in Bushford. This is us attacking to take back one of our provinces. We are attacking with a significant amount of our main force. We've got a lot of archers. We've got crucially some Imperial Dwarfs. They're very strong compared to the normal archers. We've got some crossbows and horse archers. We've got some Wolfkin and free infantry. And then we've got a group of our cavalry, including our Knight of the Winter Thrones and the Grand Master of the Winter Thrones, who's just going to have to sit back and bless because he's lost his horse. And we are fighting a significant province defense dump. That looks like it's like 25 maybe, I think. A lot of orcs come with it. And then they've also got a Savage Orc Great Shaman with stars. And they've got Karaz-a-Karak, the Fury of God, a very nasty Savage Orc War Boss. And then I think they've also got a big boss here. Am I right in thinking that? Oh, he's down with the cavalry. So flanking on the side, we've got an Orc Big Boss rising as he was about to be promoted into a war boss and will be if he succeeds. So this is really just going to come down to whether our cavalry are good enough because the rest of our forces are not that tough. I mean, the Imperial Dwarfs are, but so we're doing Greek Bark Skin, we're doing August Fury, so significant buffs going off over here. We're going to see very high protection and high attack skill as well. Our archers should do some casualties. It looks like the orcs are kind of lined up with our dwarfs, which is good. And we're going to easily take out this flank here with our cavalry. But we're definitely going to take some losses in this because they've got significant stuff. Straight away, the Bricky Eilish, the Orc Big Boss Rising, blows away the horse from out of under this White Wolf Knight. Got some evocations coming in from the Great Shaman. And we've got some of our Wolfkin and Free Infantry trickling through the middle. Unfortunately, they're just getting through the gap one by one. That's not very good. This is a stroke of luck that the Orcs have ended up cracking into this bit of the line with the Dwarfs there, because they should do okay. Karaz-a-Karak's following up. He's a bit slower than the others. I think he's been enlarged. Yeah, he has been enlarged, so he's a big boy. So we've defeated their cavalry on the side and killed that boss, and we're now going to be attacking the rear, although it looks like they've set this guy on fire already. So let's put it on slow and see how we go. Go back a bit. So you can see our line's pretty much holding. Most of the stuff we're fighting here is militia, which is not very scary. I see the hit the horse with the smite effect, knocking the rider off. Our line seems to be holding okay. And Karaz-a-Karak is about to arrive, and he is just going to destroy anything he touches here. Here he comes. Blam! Immediately just chops down multiple people. The militia have routed, and they don't have that many guys, and it looks like the dwarfs are doing just fine up there. Over here, my cavalry is attacking their archers. A lot of them have lost their horses to the smite effects. I'm hoping we'll kill enough of their archers to rout them. Karaz-a-Karak is fighting up front, but he's against these Wolfkin, and he has taken some nasty hits already. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's been hit by free infantrymen, basically. And a Wolfkin's just got him there for 10 and 3. So yeah, Wolfkin and free infantrymen are quite capable of hitting him because of his very low defense skill. And he does have invulnerability of 16. So he's not totally unarmored, but he's not terribly well armored. And he's now surrounded, so he's just going to get chopped up. He's taking damage. Our state captain's getting involved there too. I'm glad he hasn't managed to kill him. But I think these Wolfkin are going to finish him off. Pretty consistently hitting him. He takes a crossbow bolt. He is poisoned as well. How has he managed to get poisoned? That's strange. Maybe that's just bleed damage. Alright, let's put it on quick. So basically, this Word of Stone from this guy was very effective against our cavalry, but I think they have done enough, and the archers are now targeting those goblins, which should rout the remaining forces of Bone Nose. So yeah, we do win this, but at significant cost. Certainly a lot of horses lost. And we can't necessarily replace the guys that lose their horses. So let's look at the overall casualties from that. 11 archers, 4 free infantrymen, don't really mind that. 2 and 1 Knights of the Winter Throne, basically 3. 2 White Wolf Knights lost, basically. I mean, none of them actually died, but they lost their mounts. Ungle Horse Archer, 4 State Crossbowmen, 3 Wolfkin. So lost quite a few things. You can see that the Knights did most of the work there, but the Wolfkin killed some stuff. And the Ungle Horse Archers actually did pretty well. Lost one of them, and there were only 2 of them, and they killed 8 things. So quite impressive. The Orcs lost the Fury of Gork. Their Savage Orc Great Shaman has escaped, but they lost everything else that was there, and they've lost the province. So that's in the south of our provinces. Faircliff, they attack us. So we predicted they were going to attack Faircliff, and we've put a fairly strong force here. So we've got some state troops, Cheat Guard, and we've got a bunch of Knights of the White Wolf on the flank. And they've got some big uns with stars, so Savage Orc big uns pretty nasty, and then they've just got a bunch of orcs. They do have stars, some of them, not terribly high quality. So we're going to attack the rear with these knights, and these knights will also be attacking the rear as well. One of them's got caught up, he could be in trouble. They put some guys at the back to attract. This is a decoy, basically, a boss and some guys. It's a decoy to attract some attack rears. This guy's been hasted, or quickness is hit with quickness rather, so he's going to be pretty effective. And then the rest of the knights will come in, and we should easily clear up those big uns. And then in the main battle, our infantry is more than enough to deal with these orc boys. So I don't think these guys had anywhere to retreat to, or maybe they had that one province they took from the dwarfs to retreat to. But they've been fairly easily dealt with, so that's good. Removed more raiders from the board. 3 Pine Grove, this is us attacking. This is our mercenaries, I think. Oh no, this is state troops with some archer backup. And a Great Barkskin. And we've got a Tavi, yeah. So they did put some province defense in here. It's not a huge amount, but a little bit. And we've got some orcs they were hiring. But we should win this one very easily. It's good to just polish off these small groups of troops and take these provinces back. They've raided these provinces up so badly that the unrest is going to be crazy in them because they pillaged them. But we need to take them, you know, we can get the unrest down eventually, and we need to just push the orc raiders out so we don't have to worry about them. We watch a battle between Khorne and the Lizardmen. Let's see what we see. We've got a little bit of province defense, and we've got Khorne's forces. So Khorne is using a lot of guys on Guard Commander, which you would expect. We've got Exalted Heroes. They're both famous heroes as well. And we can see their Bless, which is Draining Weapons, very nasty, Undying 10, and Enchanted Blood. So these guys are going to be very hard to kill. They basically hit hard and drain their life back and regenerate a bit of it and have Undying, so very, very hard to kill. And then they've also got Fortitude. Fortitude gives them the Pierce, Blunt, and Slash resistance. So extremely strong Bless on Khorne, which is about what you'd expect. I believe they're played by Zan. And yeah, nasty little ball of elite troops there. Obviously an easy win against this province defense. Then we've got us attacking the Greenskins in Q here. This is just the wasteland province that's not very important. But it's good to take it to provide a buffer to the province that does give a bit more income. And this is our mercenary spearmen, so that's an easy win there. No losses. And then we get a battle in Grey Mountains, the orcs attacking us. This is one we're definitely going to lose. We've got a little bit of province defense there, but not very much. Yes, we've got some province defense, which gives us some knights. That's like 10 points of province defense, maybe? Something like that. And some free infantrymen. The orcs have revealed something interesting here. They've got adepts of Pyriflegaton, which are Fire 3 guys, and of course they are casting Fireball, which is actually a really effective spell in Dominion 6, particularly against high protection troops. But yeah, you can see where it lands. Kills quite a few guys. And they've also got Fireball being cast by a Great Shaman there as well. So good quality mages. We have to be aware that they've got those now, so they'll be shooting at our Barkskin guys. That's basically going to be their plan. A couple of trolls. Hopefully they shoot their own guys here a bit. Nope. Some good shooting. Let's see. One more set of fireballs. Go on, another fireball or two. So they did shoot some of their own guys. But yeah, we lose there. They lose a goblin and 9 orc boys. Nothing, basically. So maybe this was 14 points of province defense? I'm not sure. Then we've got some unexpected events. Werewolves attacked Anicia, dogs attacked Bagaloth, and Bagaloth's bailiff was afraid of bandits, so put in some defense, which is nice. So battling Bagaloth, we just get some dogs attacking against this pretty nasty province defense, and they're easily defeated. And then in Anicia, we get some werewolves. So we get these whiffy boys over here, a couple of commanders. But we have decent province defense. Should be enough to deal with these werewolves, because werewolves don't have very much in the way of protection. They've got invulnerability 15, but that's it. So we should have the attack density to do some damage to them, kill a couple of them, and then they should rout. Yeah, it was kind of close. Werewolves are not a pushover. So, what's our situation we're looking at? Well, the Greenskins still have these two provinces. This is a dwarf province previously. We need to chase them out of there, but they've got a great shaman, and they could PD dump that. And the only force that we had capable of attacking them there was in Bushford, and this is really not a very strong force. So what I've done is sent most of the mages home, and we're just attacking Balcor, which they are less likely to PD dump in. They're more likely to do that to try and save their Orc Great Shaman. And we're just going to move some troops in. Look, you can see the unrest, 152 there, 154 there. That's pillage, very nasty. We're moving some troops into Ascends, and these guys should be enough to then just take Stonegrove Mountains over. That force is going to consist of a bunch of state troops and archers. And they'll get some reinforcements. Yeah, sending some mages back home to Middenheim, and troops in Faircliff are staying there and patrolling. Basically, I don't know where these guys are going to move to, and we're going to spend one turn just kind of chilling, restoring some of our troops, like refreshing ourselves a little bit. I think they have to worry about us maybe attacking there, maybe doubling into Grey Mountains. So they might just move everyone into Grey Mountains, or they might double move into there. I think they'll probably combine their stacks. But something that did work for them before was just to punch through here to Faircliff, because it gives them this path in. So they may do that and try and attack these troops, but I doubt it. I think we're just playing defensively for the moment, because I'm not really sure where they're going to move, and I don't want to risk losing too many guys. Feralwoods is getting some reinforcements. They're going to end up with a decent number of Imperial Dwarfs. That's kind of our core heavy infantry now, because we've lost a lot of the other guys. We haven't got that many knights left, and they're getting some Mantis guys and a Swarmcaster. In Faircliff, we're going to end up with, we've got a decent chunk of state troops and some Wolfkin and so on. Put them back a bit. And we are still doing Greek Barkskin, but we do have to worry about those Fireball casters. So I'm not sure. Maybe put them back a bit. I certainly think that we might want to be putting ourselves in line formation a bit more. Got a quickness caster up here, but that means that they're just kind of on their own. I don't know that that's a big problem. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do, because those fireballs are such an easy counter to Great Barkskin, but Great Barkskin's so good against everything else. So we could go with, let's see what other spells we've got available. There's not very much that we've got, right? We can throw down some enlarges. Enlarge is not terrible. It's not amazing on cavalry though. And yeah, we don't really have that much other stuff. We can do that, but it's only on the caster for fire resistance. It'd be nice to have some fire resistance I could put on my troops, and that's something I could do, but I'm a ways off being able to do that in any of my research. So yeah, not really sure about that. I think maybe we'll just pull back my Barkskin guy there. Then you can cast some things or do some research. And we're site searching here and site searching Feralwoods. It would be nice to find some sites. And of course, we are recruiting what we can here. We're a bit short on gold this turn, so we're actually not able to recruit a commander over here in Bagaloth. We're just going with some state halberdiers as a kind of resource sink. And in the capital, we're going with plenty of knights to replace these terrible casualties we have. We're not having a mage this turn either. We're having a warrior priest. Warrior priests are pretty decent, useful troops for us to have out there casting. Ulrich's Fury, very useful. Better than nothing. We just don't really have the money for for any more than that. So Feral Woods, we're moving in some mages. We've got a group Blur coming into effect. We've got Body Ethereal coming in, and group Barkskin being cast in the centre rather than on the knights. So we're going with that. So yeah, these provinces should be fairly well defended. Off the left, we're moving in our mercenaries and some guys from Bagaloth. So we're going to end up with a few dwarfs and some backup bits and pieces, not very much. And these guys, and we've got decent enough defense there. Should be enough to take these guys from Ashenton, but who knows? They don't know where we're going to move though, so maybe there's something to that. I'm tempted to move some guys down from here into Offerlef because it's unlikely they'll attack Feral Woods. What have we got? Have we got people spare? I feel like I could take Werner Krieg down there. Do we think that they've got fireball casters in Ashenton? Not particularly. Maybe I'll just send... but here... Tricky decision. Here we've got some more knights moving in. I would like to have a critical mass of knights with buffs and things on them. That would be preferable. I think because I don't necessarily want Barkskin casting near these guys coming from Grey Mountains, I might send my boy Jurgen there, just with some extra troops. We'll take these off, put them on hold and attack closest. We just give him a bunch of free infantrymen and we'll put him down an offer left, and then he can cast Barkskin in the middle on these various kind of province defense troops that will be down here and spearmen and things. So yeah, we'll buff up offer left with that guy. So kind of a conservative turn, just taking it relatively easy, playing relatively cautiously. We do have to worry a little bit about Dominion pushing. We have okay Dominion here, but obviously Bagaloth, we don't have any Dominion. They've got a temple there. I think they've been getting them from events, but maybe they've been building temples. Be kind of a strange decision. If they do build a fort, it's unlikely to be in any of these provinces. They would probably build it back here somewhere. Like here to go for that, perhaps. But at the moment, just the one fort, I believe. I think that's everything to talk about this turn. Research-wise, we're not doing very much research, but we are getting up another level of conjuration soon. We could then cast, not very much really. We could maybe do Summoned Fey Folk at some point. I don't think so. Yeah, what's Conjuration 3 giving us? I guess Summon Earth Power if we get our Earth Mages. I'd like to get to Bind White Great Wolf Pack and Contact Amber Wizard Lord, so I guess we're just doing that for now. Okay, that's it for this turn, so I will see you next turn. It is turn number 21. Not many battles this turn. So we've got Research and Conjuration up to level 3. Jurgen the Jade Wizard Lord has found a magic site in Faircliff. It is the Enchanted Windmill, which I believe is just 1 air gem per month. We get a battle in Yrick Belor, which is our archers and a handful of infantry and cavalry against not very much province defense. This should be a fairly straightforward one. Pretty simple stuff. Maybe we lost 1 or 2 things. 1 archer. Took that out. We witness a battle in Gentle Plains between a fairly sizable force of Khorne stuff, including a lot of their sacreds. This is all sacreds here. And some extras, some Chaos Knights and things. And we've also got a bunch of sacrificial goats at the front. And they're against just some province defense there from the Lizardmen. So, yeah, that's a very straightforward one. I think we saw their Bless in the previous turns. We don't need to have another look at that. Oh, they did lose a Forsaken Marauder, but they lost their goats and took out the province defense, of course. Worldwide event, Unrest increased, a more lycanthropy. We've already seen lots of werewolves and dogs attacking everywhere. We did some patrolling this turn, so we picked up a scout from Skaven, a scout from the Wood Elves, and our scout was discovered in the Grey Mountains by the Orcs force. We can see their battle lines. We can see they've got some cavalry at the back there, and we've got war boys at the front. Not a huge number of war boys in terms. They have lost a lot during the war. Overall, not a very scary force, but they do have. You can see they're really going for this Phoenix power and fireballing strategies, basically. Phoenix power and then just fireball after fireball from their mages. I think they've probably got some at the back. No mages at the back, but undisciplined stuff at the back. So clearly their plan is to deal with my group bark skin by blasting them with fireballs, which is quite a good plan. Fireball is a good spell in Dominion 6. Then we discovered a sneaking Marauder Scout as well, killed them, and a bit of patrolling has killed some stuff. So this turn we're just repositioning a lot of things, not really on the offensive. So what are we doing? Over in the west, we're taking our troops from Ascends, Burkhart's troops here, and we are attacking. You need to stay behind troops because you're going to be the enemy commander there. So we're attacking Stonegrave Mountains, trying to get rid of this Orc Shaman. They'll probably dump some Province Defense in there, but I don't remember the Province Defense there being particularly scary. Yeah, so that's going to be the attack there. It may not work, but I think it's worth doing to try and get rid of that Great Shaman and take the province back. It's not a very high value province, but it's better than nothing. And we are moving the rest of our forces basically to the front lines. So they're going to consolidate their forces. They've already consolidated a lot of them in Grey Mountains. I don't want to have two provinces I'm trying to patrol and defend against those because they'll probably be able to beat any one of them. So I'm going to move everyone into Feral Woods. If they take Faircliff, fair enough. They've done that before. They might do the same thing again, attacking in this part here. They may even go for Anremark. But we'll see, and the dwarfs are there to kind of stop them from going up that way. So yeah, I think we'll accept that they may attack Faircliff. We're not leaving anyone behind there. We've got Province Defense of 20, which is just, what we already had there. Here we have 25 Province Defense, and this province is worth more, so I'm just going to defend Feral Woods. Our force in Feral Woods is relatively strong. We've got Halberdiers, Killer Mantis just as a kind of screening force. We'll be casting Swarms, and then we've got our cavalry, more troops being moved in, kind of heavy infantry, free company, and so on, and more heavy cavalry. So we're going to end up with a lot of cavalry there, basically, and they're going to get buffed up with various things. So we've got Ulrich's Fury, Quickness, Body Ethereal, and Group Blur being cast on our cavalry on the flanks. So pretty strong force there. Our mercenaries off the left, we've bid on them again, and we're sending them off to Ashenton to try and go on the attack. And we'll see how that does. If it doesn't work out, that's fine, but I think it is worth attacking because they may move their forces to Lama, or they may consolidate their forces in Grey Mountains. If they move there, they can only attack into one province, so I imagine they'll probably attack into Faircliff, but we're going to protect Feral Woods because that's the more important one if they do happen to attack into it. Other forces, our guys from Uric Belor are moving into Foldenberg. I did consider moving them over here to make sure I had enough to beat up Stonegrave Mountain and waiting a turn, but I'd rather move them back so I've got more reinforcements available. I could choose to not send these guys from Ascends. There's nothing I could do is move them into Middenheim. But I think it's best to go and take that province back about now and get those dancing lights back. We are recruiting more Ice Wizards so that we can be casting Quickness. That's the spell we're going to be going with for the moment. I'm recruiting more White Wolf Knights because they're a high quality troop and they've worked pretty well so far, apart from their kind of disastrous battle at Bone Nose. So yeah, that's pretty much the headlines this turn. We have one thing that's very important going on in our diplomacy, which is if I go over to messages, I'm sending 15 nature gems to Bretonnia. And I am sending this message. From these nature gems shall grow the fruits of an alliance against this greenskin filth. Let us wipe them from these lands in the name of humanity. So we were attempting to forge an agreement with Bretonnia, and I have talked to them, of course, outside of the game, to attack Bone Nose. It's in their interest to do so, really, but they wanted some extra incentive to do it. So yeah, I agreed to that. It's fine. I think we're in a pretty bad situation, and we do need some help to get out of this stalemate of a war that we're in, where we're killing lots of stuff but losing lots of stuff. Yeah, so that's everything for this turn, and I will catch you in the next turn. It is turn 22. Team Magic sites found in Feral Woods by our Amber Wizards, so that's good. They are Grave of Fertility and Forest Travels. I think both of those give 2 gems each, of different types, so that's good. Didn't find any other things when searching. And then we had an attack in Stonegrave Mountains. So this is in my southwest. This is trying to finish off that Orc Great Shaman. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of province defense left and some guys left, but basically the Orc Great Shaman is not in any position to do anything, which is good. He's got experienced stars and he is a got heroic ability, heroic endurance. So yeah, reinvigoration 4. He's a pretty good mage, and it's good to get him off the board. He has summon earth power. We've just got a core of pretty good quality troops and then a lot of archers, which is actually fairly good against these guys. He's moving forward. He's on advanced and cast spells, I'm guessing. But their province defense is not up to the task here, so we're just going to chop them up, and then we'll get rid of that Great Shaman, I guess. So he is routed, and he is going to die from the rout. So we did lose some guys there, but not anything significant really. 5 halberdiers and 2 spearmen. That's fine. And we finished off the remaining raiders in the back of our land. And then we also had a battle in Ashenton. And here they have predicted a move of our mercenaries. So fortunately, this was just our mercenary company we said to attack Ashenton. And they have moved basically their entire force over to stop them. So what do we got here? We've got a new hero. They've got Snaggler Grobspit has turned up, and he has brought with him his Death Creepers, which are really quite nasty. We've got our War Boys. We've got a lot of guys who are going to be just casting evocations. I've got some screening goblins. That's interesting. There's a guy up there that's vulnerable if we just didn't attack on that flank, on the what would you call it, furthest from the camera flank. We've got some cavalry and things. We've got some more bosses and war bosses. He's made some spider riders. And then we've got some river trolls. So nothing I haven't seen before really, other than them getting Snaggler Grobspit. He's one of their unique heroes. So the hope here, obviously these guys are going to get destroyed. The hope is that they fireball some of their own stuff in the process. That would be nice. In go the Death Creepers. They're actually kind of nasty. And in comes a hail of fireballs, and hopefully they fireball some of their own stuff. You can see how nasty the Death Creepers are. They've absolutely destroyed us over there. Very, very good. They're kind of elite Spider Rider units. Because they've got all these attacks. Web Spit, Poison Spit. Very nasty. Did they kill any of their own troops? I know they killed 1 or 2. 8 Barbarians, 2 Death Creepers, a Boar Boy, an Orc Boy, and a River Troll. Not really anything significant there at all. We get to witness a battle between the dwarfs and the wood elves. I presume it's just sort of a scout. Oh, it's just province defense. That's a 1 point of province defense being attacked by the dwarfs, and they are using just all shooters. They've got a Berserk Commander. He's a Lycanthrope's Amulet Commander. Okay. Yeah, that's a very straightforward win for the dwarfs there, because it's against 1 province defense. Where is that? So they're attacking over here. So the Skavenblight is under siege, and presumably the Skaven are basically gone. The Wood Elves have eaten them. But it looks like the Dwarfs and the Wood Elves are going to be fighting each other. Maybe they're going to make a push for the capital there. Who knows? Or maybe they'd agreed to take that. That's probably more likely, right? They'd agreed to take that province from the Wood Elves in some sort of alliance to kill the Skaven. Unexpected events, we lose some gold, that sucks, and in Bagaloth we get a sectarian movement, but I believe they then immediately get discovered. So we've got a sneaky enemy discovered, a scout in Feral Woods, we kill him, and then we've got a false prophet in Bagaloth who's immediately taken out. So good to get rid of them. So what are we doing this turn? Well, we don't really know where the enemy is going to move, but I doubt they're going to move to Llama. They may predict that we're going to go to Llama move there. I think they're likely to either go to Grey Mountains and try and attack through the north like they did last time, or to attack in Offaleph. And the reason I think they might do Offaleph is because it would cut off these 2 provinces, which they could then pick off with smaller forces. So I think that's what they're going to do. If they were going to move to one of these provinces, either Offaleph or Grey Mountains, because it gives them more choices. If they go to Llama, the only way they can go to attack us is Feral Woods. So we could just move back into them. So I've decided to go down here to protect my fort and to try and catch them in Offaleph, where I'd have 25 points of province defense. Can I afford 1 more? Let's throw 1 more in there, why not? And I'm moving my whole main army there, which has got lots of infantry and the like. We did see that they had one guy who was vulnerable up on the top. So I'm going to split these two forces up, and I'm going to say to them that they're going to immediately attack rear, and we're going to try and nip across the top and kill that shaman straight away, which may or may not work. Yeah, other than that, buffs as normal, Arik's Fury going off on the cavalry, and so on. And some quicknesses, and not really doing much in the way of group bark skin other than in the middle here on my troops with Dita. Not really doing it on my cavalry because of the fireball risk. It attracts the enemy to shoot fireballs at them if they're fire vulnerable, I believe. We do have some more troops here who are moving into Feral Woods. They can't reach Athel. I can reach Athel with mages if I wanted to send more mages. I could throw another one in just in case. Let me take Piotr, put some Jimmy Gems on him, and let's send him into Athel as well. And we'll I've forgotten the button. What is it? To give an order to only the ones you've got selected. Control T. We'll have him casting Swarm. So he can do 2 swarms and then whatever he can think to do, I suppose. Is there anything else that we might want to be casting? No, just leave him on cast spells. He can think of some stuff for himself, and we'll put him up on the side there, maybe. Get some swarms out there. That's just to kind of distract the enemy. And yeah, our other forces are moving back from the west, where we've now kind of secured our borders. I know that the Lizardmen are fighting Khorne. I don't know what the Tomb Kings are doing. I'm not really wondering about anyone else attacking me. Maybe Tzeentch would attack me, but it looks like they're just securing their throne there, right? They've got a fort up now. And if they were going to attack, they'd be attacking into Athel, where I'm moving a big force. That'd be funny if everyone moved into Athel. We're just researching away. Research-wise, we've nearly got that conjuration level 4 done, and we're doing construction level 3 after that, because I want to do something with my gods, just because it's interesting and fun. I think we're in a position now where we've got basically no chance in really competing in the game, because we're so beaten up by this war, and we're still looking like we might kind of lose it to the orcs. But if Bretonnia attacks them, it could move things significantly. It depends whether Stonetroll then pulls back to fight them or goes all in, not just trying to punish me, which he might do. Who knows? He certainly has done a lot of damage to my kind of hinterlands. You can see these high unrest provinces are still all screwed up. I could send people into patrol and fix the income from those, but I think I just need all of my forces ready to fight the orcs, basically. Recruitment-wise, in Middenheim, we're getting some more knights, getting a little bit of wolfkin, and we're getting a Jade Wizard. That's specifically because I've got a diseased Amber Wizard, and Jade Wizard's a disease healer, so we can send him back to be healed. And down here, we're recruiting more Ice Wizards. So yeah, not a very eventful turn, and we'll see what happens next. I am doing a bit more site searching over here. Jürgen is searching here. Jürgen 2 is searching there, and we're also searching in Three Pine Grove. So we're just kind of trying to search and get some sites up. I think that, well, we could send one of these. I do want to get my research done, but I also do kind of need gems. I can use the gems in diplomacy with people as well. That'd be nice to have. Jürgen is our best site searcher there. Forests are a good place to site search. Highlands and mountains. Go and search Foldenberg. I'm going to go and send Nanvatha to search Foldenberg as well. And that'll be everything for this turn. It is turn number 23. A messenger has arrived from Black Crag.
Right, sit down, Zoomies. The biggest of yous all is having the best clash you ever seen with the green Oomy on that horse. If he beats us, then maybe he's the greenest, but he ain't ever gonna be the best. Yours faithfully, the biggest, the greenest, the best.
P.S. This is the scribe. Please send help. I have ransom money. It would be worth your while to sell any sellswords that read this. So this is Chazzy, always a fun streamer, video maker. I guess Black Crag are now, that would be his pretender, who is an Earth Mother, I think, a Great Mother, fighting against the Green Umi on the horse. So that would be the Green Knight, of course, the Bretonnia's Green Knight hero. Kill and maim all night. The Marauder Scout has claimed the Throne of Life and the Name of Kiss. We need to check the thrones this turn. Paul the Marauder Chief has claimed the Throne of Gaia. So we're seeing Chaos claiming some thrones here. Bad news for the world. We have found a magic site at Anicia. It is the Copper Idol. I think that's just Earth income or maybe Air income. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Jurgen the Amber Wizards didn't find anything. Bernard the Wizards didn't find anything. Some people died. Unexpected events. Unrest +4. Bleh. We've got a chapter house, so this is because we sent our Grandmaster of the Winter Throne down, and he has set up a chapter house there. We don't have a temple in that province, so we're not very likely to recruit people there anytime soon, but we've got one for when we need it. 3 Pine Grove, we got province income +5. Foldenberg, we got a lab, 1 death gem, 2 glamour gems, and enchanted ringmail armor. We'll definitely put that on our god for the time being. Growth +1 across the world, so everyone gets a bit more money. And we did cure that Amber Wizard of his disease. The Skavenblight, Ratigan the Greatest Mouse, they've been defeated this turn, and that's LulusSnugglebun. So LulusSnugglebun is unfortunately out of the game. Skavenblight often a victim to early warfare. So first things first, let's stick RFK Jr. So he's not wearing anything at the moment, is he? No, bare-chested, as the day he made himself. So we'll throw on a bit of protection for him for now, so we don't forget it. I said I was going to check the thrones. I will do that now. Thrones are not Pretenders of the World. Where is it? Thrones of Ascension, F9. So Khorne has got 2 thrones, totaling 4 points. Need 12 to go up, so it's actually a large amount that you need to grab in order to make it. And then Tzeentch has got 2 as well. So since you need 12, you need 6 thrones in total. So they're both a third the way there. Bretonnia's got 1, and the Dwarfs have got 1. These are all the nations that are doing well, I think. Tzeentch, Khorne, Dwarfs, Bretonnia, maybe Wood Elves are doing quite well as well. I think, the Skaven are dead, the Black Crag, the Darklands Greenskins, not Darklands, where are they from? Around the Border Princes, those Greenskins. They are about to die probably, and then we're of course stuck in this kind of stalemate war with the Bone-Nosed tribe. Speaking of the stalemate war, what are we going to do this turn? Well, we've got a fairly substantial force in Ashenton. They have proven themselves very willing to defend Ashenton. That is because it is adjacent to their capital, and because if Ashenton ever gets taken, it cuts off any provinces that they've taken to the west of it. It only takes that 1 hit. So, I want to keep threatening Ashenton. I don't think they're going to attack Faircliff or Ferrowwoods. They might do with that force and just send the others up. They might do the same thing they did last time. If they do, we will go for their cap, I think. We have the hope of Bretonnia turning up, which would be very useful for us, so we can play for time a little bit. I think they're either going to go to Llama, predicting that I'm going to combine my forces with Llama, or they're going to stay in Grey Mountains, possibly, not that likely, or they're going to hit Ferrowwoods or Faircliff, maybe, but I think most likely they're going to try and catch us in Llama, which we are not going to be doing, because they do have a temple there. Instead, I'm moving all my forces to Offerleth, and I'm building a lab there. The idea being that I can grab gems to cast my spells, and my wizards who are there will just be able to research as well. So I'm going to throw up a lab in Offerleth, and I'm also moving a small force stick here to prevent this force, which is smaller, from taking that, which would allow them to knock over Gwelledon, and I would rather they were not able to do that. So I'm just saying some elite troops. These are guys with stars. Many of them have multiple stars, and we've got a guy to cast Ulrich's Fury on them. So we're sending 1 priest over there. The rest of my wizards are sight searching this turn, so they're not moving along. And we've got a lot of troops moving in. So we've got a lot of cavalry, a lot of our infantry, some of our sacreds and free company, some more elite infantry there, and we've got various mages casting quickness, Mistform, Ulrich's Fury, body ethereal, group blur on our remaining elite cavalry. So we have a strong force in Offerleth. They're not very likely to attack Offerleth, but I do want to maintain the force there regardless. Defensive action there, defending Offerleth. Moving some troops into Ferrowwoods, not very much. If we do get attacked in Ferrowwoods, we'll probably lose all these guys, but I'm not sure that they're going to, because they would be risking a blowout, and they've lost a big attack in Ferrowwoods before, which might put them off. We're also moving our troops back from Ascends. These are not particularly great troops, but they do have some experienced stars, and they're decent quality, and some archers. They're useful for if Middenheim gets sieged. That's good siege defense strength as well. A little bit more sight searching around, but basically everyone's just trotting over to Offerleth. That's the big move this turn. It would be wonderful if they did attack off left thinking I was moving everything back to Feral Woods. They probably wouldn't commit the whole stack, but if they did, we would flatten it, so that'd be nice. But we're kind of playing for time here. That's the objective this turn. Research-wise, nearly done with Conjuration. Not that much left. We've just been researching so slowly because we've had to devote our mages to doing other stuff. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate. But we can't get it to be researched this turn regardless, so we'll do it next turn, research-wise. And we'll continue to move people out. What are we recruiting? Well, because we spent so much gold on that lab over there, that's 700 gold. We're not able to recruit so much, not able to kind of recruit commanders. I am tempted, just because having warrior priest is so useful, to pull the troop recruitment back a bit here and get a warrior priest. We could do that, get a warrior priest, and instead of getting White Wolf Knights, as good as they are, we could be getting Order Knights. You can still only get 3, so... so we could do that, and then in Bagaloth, where we're also not recruiting anyone, we can't do Warrior Priest, so let's continue in Bagaloth doing what we were doing, which was to get some, troops, basic troops, and some more cavalry, but we're not doing a commander there. Yeah, money is tight. Money is very tight, but that's life. I think I might also, just because we're moving so many guys away from my capital, I think I'm also going to summon up some more stuff to help if we get sieged. So I'm just going to throw up Pack of Wolves just in Middenheim, just so we've got some more siege defense chaff. And we could also use those as patrol chaff to go and patrol down the unrest that we've been dealing with in these provinces. So I'll tell you what, let's we'll get 2 guys on that. We'll get Gottolf and Benolf. They'll both cast Pack of Wolves, and then we can take some people over there to pick up the patrollers. Burkhart can go over there. Do we have anyone else here that could pick up the patrollers? Oh, we're going to have a Warrior Priest of Ulrich, I suppose. Well, we'll see. We're sending some more of our state captains back, but they're kind of... Oh, Alfred, there we go. We do have one coming back, so he can pick up some wolves and use them to patrol. Cool. That's your lot for this turn, and I'll see you next turn. It's turn 24. I think the last turn for this video. A messenger from Black Crag, so ChazzyBurger has to say,
turns out we's the biggest and the greenest. Now let's prove we's the best. This clash be our greatest yet. Whoa! Yours faithfully's the biggest, the greenest, the bestest ever.
So I guess they beat the Green Knight there. We didn't actually see that, but it'll be in his video, I imagine. Cast some packs of wolves. Found a magic site in Offelef. It is the Lifeless Lake. I think that's... Yeah, 1 death gem. Searched there, didn't find anything. Our prophet died, so we can replace our prophet this turn. His powers have come back, which is good. Doesn't make it, not a big deal to us. Have a very important prophet there. Unexpected events. Foldenberg. Growth in province income. Very nice. Caverns of Gold. Dogs have attacked, and the fact that this has got an independent flag means that we lost that province. And Gwedalden, more dogs attacking us. Looks like we don't have any battles with the Greenskins. And Nature Gems +7 in Middenheim, very nice. Ascends Air Gem +1, that's nice. So Gwedalden and Caverns of Gold, I guess we're just... Yeah, they just attack rear or something, these dogs. We kill the commander, I imagine. Didn't have very much province defense here. Kind of surprised we lost that one, actually. Oh, it's because these Free Company, instead of coming back here and fighting these dogs, start running off to the... Idiots. If they'd just gone for the nearest enemy, they would have been fine there. The commander's just going to get overwhelmed here, isn't he? He's actually doing amazingly well, but he does eventually get killed. Same thing, Caverns of Gold, I imagine, although here, I think these guys have Dark Vision and Dark Power, so the Black Dog is actually really nasty. There's only 3 of those as a troop and 1 as a commander, but it'll be enough to take this province. We've only got... Is that what we've got here? Yeah, we've got this guy and we've got a Bakamonu, so we lose that. So that's annoying, but we'll deal with that. Gwedalden also was a province I was kind of counting on having and had, was giving me some decent income. I think that was the one in the Orc territory. You go over there, you can see Gwedalden, you take him. So the Greenskins all moved into Llama. They were expecting us to combine our forces in Llama. We did not do that. We stayed out of that. So what I'm going to do this turn, they might go for Feral Woods. I don't know. They might go back to Ashenton, thinking that we're going to attack in Ashenton. Not sure. This is the place that we could combine the most forces, or they could think that we're going to combine them into Llama, and they could try to protect that. Not sure. Because we're kind of playing for time, because I know Bretonnia is going to be attacking them on the flank here. We've got some scouts to check it out. I'm going to move my guys to Offerleth. I'm going to have a new prophet in Offerleth, and I'm going to move these guys back. I was predicting they might attack there, but we didn't see anything. We could attack Gwelledon. What did they have left in Gwelledon? Mainly dogs. If we look at our messages, what was remaining out of the enemy? So, half the dogs, some black dogs. A very easy one to take back, so I think we should probably go and do that. So, we're going to have our... Oh, just 3 of those, please. We're going to have our priest go and deal with that, and I'm just going to move these guys to go and to join this force. I think that will be enough. Just a priest casting Ulrich's Fury and his bodyguards. I think that'll be enough to beat the dogs there. So we're gonna redirect Vulcan to go and take Gwendolyn back, and we're going to send the Silver Skull over to Offerleth. So Offerleth, of course, we get to do all our research here, which is very nice. We're summoning some Killer Mantis. We've equipped these guys so they can cast swarms, and we're sending in a bunch more mages, and they're all set to cast swarms. We're going to have a very tough stack in Offerleth. I don't want to risk losing a big battle there. They might go for a big battle just for fun in Offerleth, but if they do, I think we'll be able to win that. And I'm sending Salvigbergen down to the Caverns of Gold. He has got some knights with him, and they're just on guard commander, basically. So we'll just do that. Blessing, hold, attack. And I'm thinking that those knights will be sufficient to defeat those dogs down in the caverns. From Feral Woods, we're moving some more troops to Offerleth. And then are we moving any troops into Feral Woods? No, we're avoiding that. We're moving some troops to Faircliff. If they do attack down in Offerleth, and even if they win, we can then, threaten them in the Grey Mountains. I think it's just good to have some guys up on this flank ready. Now, another threat that we've definitely got is this massive and scary stack of Tzeentchians. I imagine that they're protecting the building of a fort there, so they're not going to move and attack us, but obviously they certainly could attack us. The Dark Elves could attack us too. I don't think the Lizardmen are very likely to. They look like they're getting ready to go and take this throne over here. We're just kind of trying to stay alive at the moment. We've really been on the back foot, but it's good to finally get their research done because my mages aren't all busy. Some of them still are moving and so on, but hopefully that will get better. We've got some money in the treasury, apparently. Let's recruit some guys there. And anywhere else we want to recruit some people? Faircliff. We could get a handful of spearmen in Faircliff. And maybe another scout. Oh, we can't afford them. That's fine. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything in this turn, and that is everything for this video. So hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will catch you in the next video. I realized in the last video I actually got the turn break in the wrong place, so this video is not going to have had an introduction. It's just going to start straight into it, and the last video kind of had an extra turn after I said the video should end, but that's not going to happen this time, I hope. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.